Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'm going to be answering you guys' questions about everything that has been going on lately because I know there has been just so much going on. We are moving across the country and just me and Josh's relationship. There's a lot to update you guys on. This is going to be the video where I just answer all of those questions that you guys might have. But really fast, before we start this video, it is sponsored by a new streaming app called Curiosity Stream, and I really want to show you guys in the beginning what this app is all about so that if you want to get it, you can go ahead and get it right now before we go into all of this other stuff. But I actually just have the TV on right with me because it's easiest to just kind of show you guys what this app is. It is a streaming service for a bunch of new documentaries and shows that are basically here to kind of just get your mind thinking and answer all of those lifelong big questions that just kind of get you going. The point of Curiosity Stream is to learn, understand, and explore a bunch of new topics about the past, the present, the future, your bodies, just crazy, really cool things. So I have a Roku in my living room, and this is where we watch most of our TV if we're watching anything. And this is what it looks like as soon as you go on, and as you can see, right front and center is Amazing Dino World, which is actually the show that me, Josh, and the kids have been watching the most. It's actually so cool. A lot of bright colors, interesting facts that it's just really interesting to watch. The kids get so sidetracked by it. It's actually really amazing. We'll just put it on in their playroom. They have a TV in there. We'll put on a show. It just keeps them occupied for a little while. It's super nice. But anyways, so we can just kind of scroll down here, and 4K, you guys, it looks amazing. And you would expect amazing quality because Curiosity Stream is actually founded by the founder of Discovery Channel. So you can expect really good quality documentaries. It is available worldwide, which is always a plus. The topics on here range from a ton of things, from lifestyle to society to technology to your body to history, just crazy things. So if you're ever getting bored of just like the normal streaming devices that you guys probably watch right now, this is my recommendation. There are even a ton of documentaries right now going about the virus if you guys are interested in learning more about that. And my second favorite would probably be the documentary called The Body, which is really interesting to me because I'm going for nursing when I go to college. And so this is actually really cool. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I was never a big documentary person, but then as soon as Curiosity Stream reached out to me, I got addicted to it. I've honestly been watching documentary a day, and it's just opened me up to a lot of new topics that I didn't think I was really gonna be interested in. So if you guys want to check out Curiosity Stream and try it for yourself, if you use the link in my bio right now and use the promo code Sophie, which I will put on the screen right now, you guys can get your first month free and just try it out because you never know if you're gonna really like it or not. And other than that, it is actually $2.99 a month right now because they are currently pushing a deal called Stay In and Stay Curious, and it's 40% off. So while we're at home right now, you might as well just learn some new things and get your mind going a little bit. So just use the link in my bio, use promo code Sophie, and get your first month totally free, and it's all yours. And now back to the video to get all of your other questions answered. Okay guys, I'm back. So Josh actually isn't going to be in this video because he's going door dashing right now. Just to like make some money for himself. So I am filming this video with me, and I'm just gonna be answering you guys' questions now because I know that this move probably seems like super random, like out of the ordinary, like because we hadn't really told you guys anything about it until we posted that video. But in the background, we had actually been planning this for multiple months, so I promise it wasn't a last minute decision. It's been thought through quite a lot. So I'm just gonna answer all of the questions now. Okay, so the first one is a big one. Are you going to college? So as you guys know, I was supposed to be going to a college that was right by my mom's house. I got accepted into 3 colleges locally. I only applied to 3, so I got accepted into all of them. But the one I really wanted to go to is a private school. It's pretty expensive, so I didn't want to commit to it until I knew that I would get good financial aid. So I got good financial aid. I put a deposit down on the school, but then all of a sudden we got an email saying that one of the big scholarships that I was supposed to be getting, I wouldn't be getting anymore. And so my cost of tuition went up about $10,000 a year. So basically I lost like $40,000 in financial aid, and I was just like, I can't do that. I can't take on that big of financial loans with kids. Like, I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And so I had to just basically reevaluate all of the plans because I had no idea what I was going to be doing at that point. The other 2 colleges I didn't really want to go to. One of them was a 40-minute commute each way, and so that's like so much driving with babies, and like scheduling would just be so difficult, so I didn't even want to go to that one. In the end of it, I just did not feel like I wanted to even stay here at this point. And me and my mom were just having issues. Like, we didn't want, it just wasn't really working with us living here, and I could not imagine 4 more years, like the kids being almost 5 years old before I moved out. It just seemed like way too much, and I just didn't want to, I didn't feel good about committing to that long of like being in this house and being in New York, because personally I've never liked living here. I've always wanted to move. I've known for a long time I wanted to move out of New York as soon as possible. But then plans change. So after I withdrew my deposit, I told the school I wasn't going to be going there anymore. I just reevaluated everything and decided that I did want to move, and I didn't want to stay in New York. I knew I wanted to go down to South Carolina. So basically, it was just about talking to Josh and figuring it out from there. So I did talk to Josh, and he has been wanting to go down to South Carolina as well for a really long time. He's been pushing me to take a gap year basically for a long time, because he felt like that would be better than just rushing right into college with just everything going on right now. So I'm trying to explain this in the best ways that I can. So basically, I talked to him and I said that we have been working on a relationship for a little while now, and so if he felt comfortable with it, I would get an apartment and he could stay with me and the kids. Obviously, we could be all together in an apartment, and we could see how it goes. And if the relationship thrives and does amazing in a new location and a new place, being in our own house, then we would both be so happy. And if we find out that our relationship doesn't work out, even in a new house and in a new place, without like all of the stressors that we have right now, then he would eventually get his own place in South Carolina. As you guys know, Josh is 20 years old right now. He's an adult, so I kind of just let him tell me what he wanted to do. I'm an adult, and the kids are my main priority, and so I need to do what I need to do for me and them. You guys know that I am like the sole person who provides, so I felt like I needed to just be a grown up and make the decision for myself and the kids, and Josh needed to make his own decision as well. So collectively, I decided I was moving. He wanted to come too, and so we are going to be living together. We do already have a place picked out, which you guys are going to be seeing in the next few videos. It's amazing and I love it so much, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it because it's amazing. But yes, I am very scared to rush the relationship because me and him have just recently started working on things again, probably no more than a month, and it is scary. It does feel like we are moving really fast, although our circumstances are a lot different than other people's circumstances, especially with the kids. So I feel like after so much back and forth and so much thought going into it, it is the best decision for us to at least give our relationship one last chance to see if me and him can make it work in our own house, because I think a lot of the stressors came from just living with my mom and his parents and being in a place that we didn't like and having to make schedules with the kids. So I think that it'll take away a lot of stressors. It could definitely also add a lot of issues into our relationship that we're not predicting. So that's why we're just going to take every day as it comes, and if our relationship works, it works, and if me and him find out that it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's just life, and whatever happens, happens, and we'll always take care of the kids together, and that's just that's the most important thing. So I didn't even really answer the college situation. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm like exhausted. But with college, so I'm not going here. I am taking a gap year, and I'm going to be reapplying to college in South Carolina. I attempted to apply to go to college this upcoming year, but I was way past the application date, and so to not make it confusing, I am going to be taking a gap year and just be with YouTube, be with the family, and keep going with this, because this is a really awesome thing right now, YouTube and making videos and doing everything that I'm doing with you guys. So I really wanted to keep that going. I didn't want to end that. I wasn't ready to stop doing that yet, so I am taking a gap year and then reapplying at the end of this year to one of the colleges in South Carolina, which I'm excited for because I really did want to go to college in South Carolina. I just thought that it was going to be impossible to do, but I am making it happen. Does Josh have a job is another good question. He is looking for a job down there right now currently. Me and him had a really long talk about finances and our relationship, and we just kind of concluded that I needed to kind of like take care of myself and he needed to take care of himself. We are two separate people at the end of the day, and he needs to take care of himself. I need to take care of myself. Obviously, we're always going to support and help each other. I have been supporting him and helping him for the past 2 years, and it's more time for him now to grow up a little bit more and get his own job. Right now, like I said, he's door dashing, so that's something that he's been doing to make money, and then he's going to be looking for an actual job when we're down there. And my job is you guys. Luckily, I love it. A lot of people asking about Josh in college. This is more for him to answer than me because I'm not really sure exactly what he's thinking. But as far as I know, he really isn't interested in going back to college. That's his personal choice, although I might disagree with it. It's his personal choice. And he really wants to get a job that doesn't require a college degree, something like a tradesman job like HVAC or something like that. Next question is if my dad is going to be living with us or if he's just going to be like moving into an apartment or a house next to us. And he is not going to be living with us. Like that would be totally getting rid of the whole point of moving right now. He is coming down to South Carolina. When I told him I was moving, he basically just said, you know what, like I want to come with you because he's a single man in New York right now. He has been looking to change jobs for quite a while, and so he was like, I would be so happy to come with you, like help you guys out, make sure you have a support system down there. So he is getting an apartment nearby us, maybe even in the same complex. I should just say it, guys. So we do have an apartment right now. It's not a house, it's an apartment, and he's looking for an apartment in the same exact complex that we are staying in because it's amazing. Next question is why we chose Charleston. So we have visited a lot of places in South Carolina itself. We visited Myrtle, Columbia, Charleston, and like the Somerville area, Mount Pleasant, all around that. So we looked at all the areas, and Charleston and Mount Pleasant was our top 2 favorite areas. I don't want to be like too specific on like where we're going to be living, but we did find a place in that area, and we love it so much compared to all the other places we've ever visited. It's just an amazing sense of like community. The weather is amazing. You get the beach, you get the city, you get so many things all in one location, and it's just been my favorite place that I've ever been. I feel like when you visit somewhere and you're like, oh my gosh, I can see myself living here. It's just like a feeling that you get. In my 18 years of life, I visited Colorado, California, Texas, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, New York, Maine, Michigan. I visited all those states, and South Carolina is definitely my most favorites. Next question is, am I scared to move away from my mom and my family? I am definitely nervous and scared for a lot of things about this move, but I know that I'm going to be visiting New York quite a bit. There's probably like for the next few months, I'm probably going to be coming back to New York like once a month because I have a court date for when I got pulled over a while ago. And if school goes back in session, I have to come back up for a little while. And 4th of July, I think I'm going to be coming back into town. So I'm still going to be visiting so much. But at this point in life, it's just more important for me to focus on my family, like Josh and the kids, rather than my parents and grandparents and stuff like that, because life is just kind of different now. I'm not a normal 18-year-old. I have to focus on my kids more than anything else at this point. But I am very scared, but I'm hoping that it goes well. We are doing a 15-month lease. It's not a super permanent situation. The point of doing a 15-month rental is to give us enough time to see if we truly love it and want to stay there, or if something goes wrong and we need to come home, we can do that. But, you know, we'll figure that out as time goes on. Okay, next question is about high school right now, like why I'm moving before the end of the school year. So with New York schools right now, it was not looking very like positive that we were going to be going back to school this year. But now there might be like a slight chance that we go back for like the last month. And if that's the case, I'm going to be coming back into New York. Josh is probably going to stay in South Carolina with the kids so I can just finish up this last month of school, just get through it so I can be done with it and not have to worry about it anymore. But the apartment that we got it so soon because it was like going like crazy. Like all the apartments were going so fast. So I just took it as soon as possible. That way we didn't have to worry about this anymore and we knew that we had a place, even if it meant that I have to come back home for a little while to finish up my senior year. Next question is your mom upset that you guys are moving so far away? She was a little upset for probably the first 5 minutes. But then she started to process it more and realized that she's gonna love having her house back and that she also wants to move down to South Carolina one day. So my grandparents want to live in Florida. My other grandparents are moving to Tennessee, and my dad is coming to South Carolina with us, and my mom wants to come to South Carolina as soon as my sister graduates high school, and then my sister wants to come to South Carolina for college potentially. So it's like all of the family is slowly going to be moving down there. Someone just has to start the trend because everyone talks about moving out of New York, like our whole family, but no one actually like does it. So I was like, I am going to be that first person and everyone can slowly follow, and I will visit in the meantime and be sending so many pictures to tell them why they should be coming down here and persuade them, because I feel like once someone in the family does it, slowly people will start to follow. Okay guys, so I think that's it. I just want to like sit here and just talk to you guys like from the heart for a second, and that I touched on this earlier, but this is a really scary life change. I think it's good to be scared because I feel like if you go into it thinking that it's going to be all perfect, you can get disappointed really easily. Sometimes like life just puts you in a different direction that you thought you were going to go in. And I didn't think this was going to be happening so soon. I didn't think I'd be moving away from family, really ever. But, you know, it just kind of what happened. And as for me and Josh, I hope that it came off the right way. Me and him really want to make our relationship work. We are each other's number one priority other than the kids, who's actually really our number one priority always. But other than that, me and his relationship is something that we really want to work on and we want to get better. And we feel like it deserves one really good last shot at making it work. I don't know how to say it the right way, but for the past 2 years, me and him haven't really put in the right amount of energy and the right amount of effort to really make him and me work out, because being parents, there's so many stressors in that relationship. It's crazy, and you really have to be determined, and you have to learn to compromise and love each other and trust each other, and that is what we are going to be working on over the next few weeks and months and years. And we will keep you guys updated all throughout the move and all throughout the time that we're there, and you know, hopefully it goes positively and that it all works out in the end. But I just want to stress to you guys that if it doesn't, it's okay, and we will go with the flow and we will make it work, and we will always be there for each other. I will always be there for him. I will always make sure he's taken care of and that he is doing all right and he has a job and he has a place to go. I'll never just kick him out on the streets. I'll never like not let him see the kids. The kids are always gonna know who their dad is. And yeah, so I just want to end this here, and there's a lot of videos coming about us looking at houses and our actual apartment that we got and the tour and decorations and all of this fun stuff. And as you guys can see, there are like boxes over here because we are finally packing up our house, and it's an amazing feeling. So I'm super, super excited, and I'm excited for you guys to see everything that we're doing. So I will just see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.